So look, I'm just sitting here, just going down memory lane of all the jobs that I've had. Like as early as like age 11, I was just like babysitting, like within the family, things like that. Just making a little money here and there. And I remember I had saved up enough money to buy my first cell phone when I was like 13 years old. And it was like this little purple Nokia phone, little about this big, and it was everything to me. But then, anyways, and then like my first job, it was for the city of Gary. They had this program called I worked through like Gary Artworks, and I think I shared this before. My first job there was like photography, and then I went back. I forget what I did the second year. Oh, I think I cleaned up. I think we did community service, and they used to like it was cool. They'll have like a bus and come pick us all up, and then a bus to take us out because it was like in the next city over, and then we'll work, and then the bus will bring us back. Cool. We got paid every 2 weeks. Da da da. So that job was cool, and I was so like, really happy about that because I could buy my own like school clothes and like things like that. So boom, I was excited about that. Then after high school, and I'm just thinking like the various jobs. This is just what I'm getting at. So I did photography, cleaning up outside, and I like that low key because it was like a way for me to give back to nature, like by cleaning up things that people normally would not have. So that was cool. So I did that. So then after high school, my first job, I did dental assisting, in which that was very, very short lived because to me, I felt like the dentist was like on ego. And then like the dental assistants that was already working there, like the front desk, they was just like low key jelly. And they like when I first started, they'll give me like crap jobs. Like one day they was like put me in the back little storage room and told me to just assort the letter A, put them in alphabetical order. They were paper files. So they were being funny. So I thought I'll be funnier. I did A through Z. So and then when they came back, because they thought, oh, that would just take me all day just to do the letter A, and they came back was like, oh, when you come in for work tomorrow, we're gonna have you start on the letter B. And I said, why? And she said, because we need these files sorted. I said, but I already did A through Z. She was like, there's no way you could have did that. And they looked, and sure enough, I did. And then she just looking at me, so I'm just like, so what would I do tomorrow? And then there was time like doing little crap jobs, like just vacuuming, until they finally let me go into the room with the dentist, and then I was able to like actually do what I went to school for, and stuff like that. But it was short lived because I took pride in like cleaning and sterilizing everything, like all the tools and stuff like that. And then like I even started putting a trash can on the side of the dentist in hopes like, he'll just quit throwing stuff on the floor. And like I get it, you open it, you trying to do what you gotta do, everything's in this little packaging. So he'll open it and then throw it right past the garbage can or right on the side of the garbage can. And then like I had said something to him like, could you try to like at least put it in the trash can? He ain't say nothing to me. He had the other two ladies come and say something to me. They pulled me and they was like, hey, you can't speak to the dentist like that and da 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 da. And I was like, you know what? This is just enough for me. So I quit. Boom. Went into CNA. And that was crazy. I worked in a couple of different cities. I was a CNA up until I moved into Illinois, in which Illinois have their own crazy rules, which I was able to transfer my CNA license to Louisiana when I moved to Louisiana. And then when I came from Louisiana to Illinois, they like, if you didn't get your licensure or any certificates from Illinois, we don't accept out of state stuff. And so they was talking about taking a class, and I'm just like looking at the price for this, and I'm just like, I got this for free in high school, like, and what y'all? And I'm like, So I just ended up going to school. When I came out here, I went to JJC, boom, and then so I was just trying to like do something easy, like something I know, like boom, I could just like fly through. But the nursing class program was filled, so I'm just like I wanted to do something in the medical field, which cool. I picked, excuse me, I picked the EMT program because it had arrows. It was like the center, and then it just had different things branching off of it. So when I finished the EMT program, they were just like telling me like that's also like if you wanted to be a firefighter, you can go get certified to be a firefighter because this is the same accreditation for that. Boom. And then if you did want to take nursing, like when it did open up, this program is also the first year prerequisite for nursing. So I'm just like, dang, I'm getting three things at once and just pick one program. Boom. So I'm just like, just thinking about all the jobs. But like while I was going to school, I was working at Walmart. I was like an overnight stalker. But that job was crazy in itself. You couldn't pay me you couldn't pay me to go back and work there and redo any of that again. That was definitely a learning experience. And that's where like I just come to realize it's not so much that I have issues with authority. I have issues with people who misuse their authority or just throw it around just to feed their ego. That's what I have a problem with. And there was a lot of that going on at Walmart. And then if anybody knows me, I'll take so much. And then after so much, surprise, like I'm not gonna take it no more. So I used to always confront like my managers and stuff like that and just like tell them like, and I wouldn't do it in front of like other employees like to embarrass them. I'll just put them to the side like, hey, congratulations for making it to this position. But do you have to act like that? Like you don't have to make our job here miserable just because you have a little bit of power. Like just trying to do this, do that. They ain't like that. But I ended up quitting from that job. Then after that, boom, I started doing like customer service like on the phones. I worked for Apple for a few years. Went to home doing that. Then where I go after Apple? Went to the warehouse, unloading trucks, where semi trucks in them at the docks. I did that at Home Depot. Man, wrapping pallets. Like I found out I could do like I'm capable of doing like a lot of stuff, and I've just been doing like random jobs. And then after that, where did I go? I think I went to Chrysler. Yep, doing auto body, sub with the transmissions and the valve body. Sub assembly. That's what I was gonna say. Assembly and sub assembly. Then went back to the phones. ADT. Then I just quit after that. But I'm just like, dang, I've just really had like, and then like when I was 20 years old, I lived in Maryville with one of my cousins, and then her brother, he showed me how to put up drywall, like how to, it was fun knocking it out. I'm just like, boom, like I felt like every job I had, it felt like, I could do this or like overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Like just show me the ropes, and then it's like I overstand it. But anyways, he showed me like boom, we knocked down drywall, knocked out the walls, put up new drywalls, put up like new beams. He showed me how to do flooring, like where we laid the flooring down. What else did we do? Install a toilet, knock out a shower and bathtub, put a new one in, take off wallpaper, paint. And we used to do like little side jobs. But that was pretty cool too. And I was like, I feel like I could do this. And like ever since then, I felt like I could just build something, just like something like out of wood. And I still may, and I have the time to do it. But it's just like done so much. And then, learn how to cut grass because obviously there was like me and my friend, we was in a position like we didn't know how to cut grass, but we needed the grass cut. So we just like forget it. We just finna just wing it, and we did. Then it got to the point we used to like rush to go see who finna go cut the grass first. And I would like cat sleep through the night and just wait for that first cock-a-doodle-doo, and I'm up, sneak out, like doodle-doodle-doo, and just be out there cutting the grass. Good times. Learn how to change a car battery. I don't know. I learned how to do a lot of like handy stuff over the years. And then I'm just still thinking about what else can I learn. And I think I just want to learn more, like just dive into just more of like the inner workings of energy, the flow of energy, like through our bodies, through just anything. And I know I'm probably rambling, but this is just like a good walk down memory lane for me. Just thinking of all the things I could have been, but yeah, I still have not found like what I want to do, if that makes sense. And I guess I won't know until I just keep going exploring and trying different things, random stuff, just to see like what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? But anyways, I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm not the weather outside is we've been getting like the smoke from the wildfires supposedly, or fires, whatever, but it's been so smoky and gloomy. I haven't been outside in a few days, only on like need to basis, like if I just need to just go get some fresh, well, it ain't fresh, but at night it's not as bad as during the day. But I've been in the house for the most part, just doing little stuff here and there, waiting for the smoke to pass so I can go back outside. But anyways, have a great day, Ashe, and I love everybody.